heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Hey everybody, Lady Cheryl here. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 of my top tips to have a successful spring and summer garden. Okay, remember, grow your own, eat your own. It's not hard. You can do it. So let's get started. This is my lead Jujube tree. I've never grown Jujube trees before. I bought this tree for $5 off of a Facebook group. And as you can see in this little clip, that it is being pollinated by many wasps and bees. It's hard to focus on them, but because they move so fast. But check it out. I tried to capture as much as I could. This is exactly why I'm an organic gardener and I don't use chemicals, and I'm not putting anybody down that does. But I hear people say they spray the chemicals when it's close to the sun setting. As you can see here, this is in the evening and there are a lot of bees and wasps at the top of this tree. So you never know where the bees are going to be. I'm trying to say, don't use chemicals so that, shoot, I can't tell nobody what to do. But I'm just saying, be careful with the chemicals, guys, because we don't want to destroy our pollinators. Look at them at work. It's real interesting. I've learned not to be afraid of wasps. They don't really bother you unless they feel that they're being attacked. So here's a close-up picture of what the flowers look like. And I'll be giving you updates on this tree. I know one thing for sure. I'm going to cut this tree down a lot. This is my Arctic Freeze Satsuma, a new tree that I purchased after I lost a lot of citrus trees in the big freeze of February. I'm going to go in closer so you can see. Right here is where the tree was grafted. You see the difference in the textures? Now, when you see branches trying to come on below the graft, take them off. Don't let them grow, because it takes energy away from the plant that it could be used for producing more fruit. Like you see, I just thought I saw one. Maybe I didn't. Or here I did, right here. See that little fruit? That's going to be a Satsuma. And all these little tiny leaves, these are all new leaves since I brought it home and took care of it. You remember, this is the one I was trying to get the manager of the gardening center to give me a discount, and he wouldn't. And it was the last one, so I went ahead, because I knew I could work with it. So anyway, it's growing. It's doing well. And don't forget to remove anything you see below the graft line. Here's another pearl from Lady Cheryl. Okay, guys, you see, this is my walkway right in here, right? You shouldn't wait until your tomatoes are out of control before you try to rein them in. As you can see here, if you look back at my videos, I start putting my stakes and my tomato cages in when I first transplant my little seedlings. Then they start growing. They get out of control. You can see tomatoes growing on this plant. So when I was walking down here to check things out, I'm gonna move this back so you can see what I encountered. This is what I saw when I walked out here. And every day, all during the day while it's raining, I come out and I check things out. Well, I noticed that that branch is leaning and I can't possibly get through that area. So I went and got this galvanized steel pipe that I'm not using in the greenhouse. And I put these branches behind it. I used it for support. And now, since I ran out of my wire with rubber on it, I'm going to take this cotton twine and I'm going to secure the branches to this post. I'll be back and show you what I did. Take a look at it. I secured them by very loosely. It's a lot of room, a lot of lag in this knot here, just to pull them up. And I see another one. Now, since it has tomatoes on it, I'm not going to go ahead on and snap it off, but I'm going to take this sucker out right here, and then I'll go back and get more string and tie this one up too. And look down there, guys, real quick. Look at those beautiful tomatoes. Okay. So now you see the aisle is clear. And this is what I did. I just put a loose knot that I can adjust at any time and secure this to the tomato cage. Here's my youngest son, Andre. I finally got him over here to set up this triple umbrella. A good thing for you to do, gardeners, is to provide some shade to your plants. I have another one of these umbrellas on my patio. And the reason why I put one over here is because, like I said, for the shade. And also, when it gets real hot, when we start getting over 105, 10, 15 degrees in North Texas, this will allow me to keep some of the sun at certain times of the day off of my plants. And I'm going to be putting shade cloths all around the food forest and on the greenhouse too. And I'll share it with you in a future video. Tip number 5 is very simple. Plant and grow a lot of flowers and herbs. I start my seeds in the house in January, and then I move them out to the greenhouse, and I put some of them in the garden beds and containers in March. This way, if you intermingle flowers throughout your entire garden, you never have to worry about anything being pollinated by hand because they will come, the bees, the wasps, even flies, they will come and pollinate your fruits and vegetables if you plant what they like. So start those seeds early and make sure that you put those flowers and other things that attract bees and butterflies all through your garden. Now, tip number 6 is a mental thing. When I say success, how to have a successful garden, I've included this little segment to let you know that you should grow food that you like. And if you find something that you like and you can grow it well, stick with that. I've learned that I can grow Swiss chard 365 days of the year. So I experiment and try different recipes and ways that I can creatively eat and use the Swiss chard. Okay, so grow what you like, learn what grows well in your garden zone. There are a lot of varieties of Swiss chard. My preference is rainbow Swiss chard that you see pictured here, and that's because it is practically insect and disease resistant. And it grows just very well in the summer heat. Here you can see I'm sauteing it with a little olive oil, onion, and garlic. And here you see the Fort Hook type of Swiss chard that I steam and cook a little bit longer with some small pieces of ham. Tip number 7 is I recommend that you always have some seeds germinating. In a few months, we're not going to be able to grow too much because it's going to be very, very hot. So know what grows well in your climate. I know that eggplants, okra, peppers, and sweet potatoes grow very well in extreme heat. So what you're looking at here is some okra that I started a few days ago. And those pots I'm pointing to right now, they have eggplant seeds in them. So by the time my tomatoes have all been harvested and removed from my garden beds, I will then plant, or transplant, I should say, my okra and eggplant. And I might grow some more peppers too. Thank you so much for watching my video. I love you, and God loves you too. Bye now. Eat your own.